Good morning, everyone. Trevor Thompson, TNT Pressure Cleaning, Ormond Beach, Florida, 386-453-4213. This morning, we're going to take a look at some of the work that I did yesterday on this dock. This restoration is it's about 5,000 square feet, including a boathouse at the end. It's on the Tomoka River, and it's a big job. And yesterday, we spent a good bit of time cutting back a lot of the foliage. We had a lot of foliage that was overhanging over the nautical ropes and onto the boards itself. So we needed to be able to access those nautical ropes and clean them properly. And so yesterday I spent a good bit of time cutting back that foliage. As you can see here, I'll take you on a quick little view here. You can see how dirty this thing is, and you can see how badly these ropes need to be cleaned. And you can just see the foliage that you got palms that are growing over, that type of thing. So we cut everything back yesterday, got everything prepped and ready, and you can just see what we're dealing with now with these ropes. What I'm doing is I'm using a Husqvarna 4-gallon backpack sprayer, and I'm filling it 2-to-1 with sodium hypochlorite and surfactant, and then I'm adjusting my tip so that I can literally get around each one of these strands, and then I let that dwell. Before I do that, what I do is I take my XJet M5, and I've got it set to about a 2.5-to-1 mix ratio. So that's 2.5 parts of water to 1 part of chemical. I'm using 12% sodium hypochlorite and a surfactant, and what that does is it allows me to distribute the chemicals much faster onto the boards. Now, while those boards are dwelling and that chemical is doing its job, killing all of the algae, bacteria, the mildew off of the boards, while that's dwelling, I then put that backpack sprayer on and begin coating the ropes and treating them chemically. Once all that is done and dwelled, about 15 minutes, we allow that to sit. I come in with a white tip. It's a 40-degree, non-aggressive tip with my pressure cleaner. It's 4,000 gallons a minute, 4 gallons a minute, 4,000 PSI. I throttle down a little bit because with these boards, guys, it's really important to remove the mildew, remove the algae, but it's really important not to splinter them and make them furry. The main part of the process prior to sealing is to remove the dead wood cells, lifting them up and getting a smooth finish. So as you can see here, this will be my work from yesterday. I'm just getting ready to get set up this morning. You can really see those boards nice and clean. This is a bit of a comparison between the two boards. You can see obviously these boards here are nice and clean, and these boards here are going to be being cleaned today. So we have a lot of work to do, but I just wanted to give you an idea of what the finished product looks like. This has not been sealed, waterproofed yet. That will be being done, but if you take a look, you can see how good these ropes come out. They're certainly not perfect by any means, but they are much better than, let's say, the difference between this, which is pretty nice, compared to this, which is what we have in some areas. Obviously, I'll come over here and you can really see what we're up against. So, a lot of people would want to cut these things down and replace them, but they can be cleaned. At TNT Pressure Cleaning, we clean everything. So we'll be getting around all of those areas. You can see here the caps all have to be dusted off, and that's what we were doing yesterday. So every little square inch gets a finishing touch. And it's really important, I want to mention to you guys, to go back and check your work. Once you're finished, go back and see. And so kind of this morning, that's sort of what we're doing. We're taking a look at, what we did yesterday and where we need to make improvements, maybe where we didn't get something or left something out. Something could be cleaned a little further, a little deeper. But it's really important not to make these boards furry and splinter them even further. You can do a lot more damage by doing it that way. So it's also extremely slippery. Once that mold and mildew activate with the chemical, you get a really slippery foundation. So be really careful. But while you're out there, just make sure that that you're minding your ropes. All of my high pressure hoses are wanting to dive down and off and get caught in the cracks. So if you can hire a helper to help you pull hoses, that's a great idea. But I just wanted to show you guys how these boards look after yesterday's cleaning. Today we're going to get probably about 250 feet done or more. It's an early start to the day. We've got all day long. But what do you think, guys? Pretty nice, huh? TNT pressure cleaning. So that is my video for this morning. Just wanted to give you guys a little look at what we did yesterday. We ran about 100 feet. And only because I had to cut all the way from the boathouse, it's on the Tomoka River, all the way here, I had to cut back foliage. It took me about 3.5 hours just cutting back the greenery so that we could get in here and clean. All of these joints, I'll show you if we walk down here, we have in between the joints and the seams, it was really caked up with leaves and pine cones, and little critters had made nests, and so it was really important that we got in between these areas, and you know, like in here, see, I've cleaned in there, and that was just caked up. Now if you just decide that you don't want to take the time to do that, you can see inside there it's all cleaned out. That was full of leaves, and you know, spider webs and just whatever could live and exist in there. So there's my run for today. Look forward to seeing the video tomorrow. Make sure you guys are out there doing a good job. Make sure you're out there, you know, prepping is a big part of pressure cleaning, getting yourself prepped and getting yourself ready, because you can't just dust over things and hope that they'll get clean underneath. There's a good bit of cutting, trimming, and removing debris first, and that way you can really get in there and the finished product will look like that. So you know, you can just see, you know, from these nautical ropes here what they look like. You know, yummy, fun, right? You know, to you know, boards that look like that. That's the way pressure treated wood should look, and this is the way the ropes, the nautical ropes, should look like. Now you can see they're furred out from pressure cleaning, and that's why I use a real non-aggressive tip, because you'll just blow those ropes apart, and you'll blow the wood apart too. So make sure you're not treating too aggressively, that way you don't have furry wood, and make sure you're mixing your chemicals properly, and make sure you're taking good care of the homeowner. The finished product will certainly speak volumes for itself. So take your time, be meticulous, be detailed, be thorough, and enjoy what you're doing. Guys, thanks so much for coming out with me today. I appreciate you watching my videos, and I love making them for you because I love to see what the finished product of my work looks like. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my hoses all rolled out. I've got a couple on the deck. I've got to get a bunch more out of the truck and get all set up this morning, so I'm gonna let everybody go. Thanks a lot. Give me a thumbs up if you see my videos on YouTube, and look forward to seeing the rest of this walkway in its glorious, detailed TNT explosive results job. Thank you so much. Have a great day. And don't forget to become a member of the United Association of Mobile Contract Cleaners. Come to our conventions, check out the latest in products, state-of-the-art equipment. There's raffles and 50/50s and all kinds of free swag. Guys are handing out, you know, free gloves from Sunbelt Rentals. it's a great time. We have a really great time. There's classroom settings. You can get credits in particular classroom settings like flat work and roofs, and you learn all about our industry, and you get to see innovative products at work. There's a lot of green biodegradable products on the market that are eco-friendly. Those are worth taking a look at, and just networking with skilled professionals in the industry. Check out the UAMCC and tell me what you think. I absolutely love them, and so I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. Have a great day. Remember, guys, keep cleaning. TNT Pressure Cleaning, Trevor Thompson, Ormond Beach, Florida. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great day.